A dripping faucet is one of the most common plumbing problems. With some faucets, all you need is a new washer to prevent your money from going down the drain.
But it may be a sign that you need to replace or upgrade the faucet, or perhaps you just want a new look.
So we're examining everything, including the kitchen sink, to find you the best faucet.
The first thing you need to do when replacing a faucet is to count the number of holes in your sink. If your current sink has 3 holes, when you're at the store, you'll know to look for a faucet with 2 handles and a spout.
Sometimes you can switch to a one-piece faucet by covering the 2 side holes with a matching deck plate, but if your current sink has only 1 hole, stick to a one-piece faucet.
And that's the kind of faucet we'll be installing as we become plumbers for a day. We're joining plumbing contractor Vern Milani on the job as we help replace and install a new faucet.
Right, there we go.
Is this something most people should attempt on their own or something? I mean, I know you're biased, but...
If you're mechanically inclined and you take your time, it can be done.
Right. So, no.
Designer Valerie Edwards says that when it comes to choosing the right faucet, there's no need to get that sinking feeling.
Well, the first thing you should think about when you're buying a faucet is the finish that you want. If you have stainless steel appliances, you probably want a stainless steel finish or chrome to match your hardware in your kitchen or your bathroom.
Basic chrome faucets are usually the least expensive, while a nickel or stainless steel finish can cost up to twice the price. Once you've decided which finish has the look you want, you need to consider overall style and function.
This old-fashioned style faucet doesn't really match this more modern square sink. Plus, it's too high and too big, so the water will just splash back up at you.
The spout on this faucet will create a much more even flow, and the square shape matches the sink, creating a much more contemporary look.
A single lever faucet also suits a contemporary bathroom. Plus, it's easy for kids to use.
If you want a traditional look, go for a 2-handle model like this one. Having separate hot and cold taps will also allow you to be more precise with the water temperature.
But this style is too small and narrow for this particular sink. It would look much better with a smaller, circular sink.
In terms of style and function, our design experts say that this faucet is the best match for this sink. It's got the right proportions, and the handles are easy to grip.
No matter which styles leave you hot or turn you cold, Vern says you need to make sure it's built to last. And he should know. He's been in the business for 30 years.
Well, from my experience, I've found that the low-end faucets just don't last. They're usually plastic. They wear out a lot quicker.
Vern says that you can easily spot a plastic faucet by how light it feels. A good quality faucet will have a heavy brass base underneath the finish instead. Kitchen faucets really need to stand up to lots of daily wear and tear, and there are certain features to lend you a helping hand with those chores. If you have a double kitchen sink, choose a faucet that will reach into the middle of both bowls.
If you have to wash a lot of large, bulky pots and pans, you may want a faucet with a tall, curved neck. It will give you more room to maneuver.
Another popular option is the pull-out spray faucet. Look for a chrome hose, not plastic, and it should be 20 to 24 inches in length.
While specialty faucets can be useful, Valerie says people need to make sure they meet their practical needs before falling in love with a particular style.
I don't need a sports car if I have 4 children. I need a minivan. So it's the same thing when you're looking at what you're going to put in your house. I probably need something really functional in the kitchen, and in a bathroom I need something that the kids can use.
So a simple single lever faucet may do the trick in the bathroom and the kitchen instead of an expensive specialty faucet.
But Vern says you need to take into consideration the inner workings of the faucet too. He thinks it's worth spending a little more for a ceramic valve rather than a cheaper compression valve.
The washer on the end of the stem doesn't seat properly due to the fact that either one of them is worn. What will happen is you'll get water passing through, and this causes leaks through the spout.
A ceramic disc cartridge doesn't use washers and should have fewer problems. So overall, the ceramic disc faucet with a solid brass face and finish should do the job.
So the thing that sets a kitchen apart now is the faucet, and it's the same in a bathroom. It's the one thing, I mean, a white sink's a white sink. The fixture that you put on that white sink and on the bathtub, those are the things that really define and tell you what the space is.
So Vern has changed the look of this space with, well, just a bit of our help.
Are we ready?
But does it work?
Hey, look at that. Easy peasy.
Yep.